98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Welcome to Dr. Linda Salvin's Healing, Health, and Heart, the show that for over 2 decades has let listeners across America connect with Dr. Linda to clear obstacles, brighten lives, and optimize happiness as she talks about you, your future, and how to improve your life with fascinating interviews, insights on better living, and the tools for the breakthroughs you need to improve your body, heart, and soul. As a metaphysical clinician, Dr. Linda can deliver change where others can't through counseling, philosophy, candle magic, strawberry laser lipo to assist in weight loss, even clairvoyance. Get ready. You may not believe what you're about to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Linda Salvin.
Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Linda and welcome to my brand new show here on K-Hits. It's on 98.1 FM and AM 1220 KHTS, and I will be here at 10 a.m. Wednesday mornings Pacific time, and I welcome your phone calls to the station. There's a lot of different topics I cover. I am a psychic. I've been known on radio as the radio psychic for over 25 years. And if you have a question with regards to love, money, finances, investments, relationships, certain aspects of health, certain legal questions, because there's certain things by law I'm not allowed to respond to, especially on radio. But I will help you, guide you, give you a little prediction, and then you can always call me off the air. And my number there is 888-509-1077. You book a session and we go from there. If you click on lindasalvin.com, you can read my background. I have a bachelor's in health ed, a master's in public health epidemiology from the University of Michigan, a PhD from the American Institute of Holistic Theology. I was in a plane crash in 1981, became psychic on company business, so I took the science and put it with the woo-woo, and now I'm a clinician. So I've had a bumpy ride through life, but I have been chosen by the ethers to help people, and it's been my passion and my work since 1994 when I was given my first start on radio at KBIG 104 here in Los Angeles. But I became psychic in 81. I ran for 12 years. I didn't want it. A lot of things happened with more accidents, like a fire truck hitting me and totaling a car and having the white light experience where I was given the choice to live or die. And then I had emergency surgery and became a healer. And then by 93, I was on Psychic Friends Network with Dionne Warwick, which is so long ago, a lot of you probably don't even remember. And then I ended up in radio in 1994, and here we are in 2020, and I'm back on the air. So, if you would like to call in to the local station or wherever you are in the country, should you be listening to the stream or seeing Facebook Live or however, that phone number for you is local 661-298-5487. Again, 661-298-5487, and you will be received by Shane. He'll ask you a few questions to get you on the air with me, and I'd love to talk to you. So feel free to call in. I'll be on for about another 45 minutes. And I know it's new, and you're like, well, who is she, and what does she do, and how do I know she's real, and all that stuff. I know all the questions and all the rebuttals and all the curses. I've been through this a long time. There was a man by the name of Fred at KBIG who has been my mentor and producer since 1994, and he's the voice of my commercials, and he's the one that helped launch my career many, many years ago. So, Fred, if you're listening, thank you. We did it. We're here. And then there's Missy, who's been my producer since 2007 at KLSX 97.1 Free FM, where I was for 5 or 6 years. Before that, station on CBS went its own way. So I'm not new to the airwaves, I'm just new to you. So please call in at 661-298-5487. Don't be afraid. I'm probably more scared than you. And I'll hear your voice, and I get messages quickly. I am a total conduit to the other side. Then in a week or 2 or 3 weeks, you'll call back and say, oh, remember when you said blah, 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 and I'll say yes or no, and then it will have happened, and you'll give me a testimony like hundreds of people have done through the years on radio and in my private practice. Now, besides being a psychic, let me explain to you what it means to be a psychic, because a lot of people think it's just somebody with a store on the boulevard selling candles and wearing turbans, and that's not what it is. I hear things clairaudiently. I see things clairvoyantly. I feel things clairsentiently. If you need to sneeze, you can hit the button, because I saw that. There's a snooze button. The psychic part of me came alive in a plane crash, and then it just evolved over years. The other part of me in 1999 was trained in candle magic. So I do candle magic to help people ascend with their love life, careers, relationships, businesses, investments, health, legal situations. And Wicks of Wisdom was born on the radio when I was on a digital system back in the 90s. And I was trained in candle magic. I didn't believe in it myself. And I tried these candles with some formulas I was trained with. It went on the air, explained that I can help you with your love, your finances, and your luck, and came home to 25 phone calls for orders. Wicks of Wisdom was born. We were on TV in an infomercial for a while with Kris Jenner before she became the Kardashian momager. And I go way back. I have a lot of history, but the candles do what for you? They will bring in love. I get people married. I can help you win a lawsuit. I can help you make more money, increase sales, divorce if that's what you want. I have a formula for everything. Candle magic is in the Kabbalah. Candle magic is in different religions. I took away all the occult and I made it mainstream, called Wicks of Wisdom. We'll talk about that. I also do what's called strawberry laser lipo. You need to lose some inches. Last week, for example, somebody had a big event he had to wear his Gucci tux to on Saturday. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday last week, I got him to lose 4.5 inches cumulatively between his sternum and his hips. And that tux worked, fit, and I have the photo to prove it. So what is laser lipo? It's non-invasive, it's not painful, it's warm heat, it's cold red laser, and you lay down, you have 8 sessions over a month, twice a week. You will lose a minimum of 3.5 inches without pain, no downtime, no surgery, no invasion. So, excuse me, we're going to talk about the laser lipo. You come to me, or for an extra fee, I can travel to you because it's portable. I work with chiropractors. I have one doctor who's a psychiatrist. I work with his patients. We all want to lose a few inches, and I'm here to help you as long as you help yourself with it. So I'm all-inclusive as Dr. Linda. I can help you psychically, spiritually. Metaphysics is a combination of psychology and esoteric spiritual belief combined into one, much like Carl Jung was in the early 1900s, who was a student of Freud, which if you're not up to that, go look it up. And then with the candles, I've been doing it for 21 years, but it's been around over 3,500 years. And then the laser comes from England, and I got into it about 2 years ago, and that's what I do. So I will also be bringing on celebrities and guests to give you information about people, services, products. It's kind of an all-encompassing program. But I cannot have a program that works on talk radio if you don't call in. So I'm going to give you the number again. I know you're driving around or listening or tuning in. It's like, what is this? What is this? Because it's new. You've never heard this before. And it's only 14 minutes into this hour, and I've only been on for 4 minutes. So again, the number is 661-298-5487. And once the phone starts and people start hearing others calling in, it will start to rotate and more will jump on board. It's always the first one that's the scariest. So feel free to call in. Go to my website, lindasalvin.com. Go to my Facebook, Linda Salvin. Go to Twitter at Psychic Dr. Linda. Go to Instagram at Dr. Linda PhD. It's all out there. But I don't care about all the social media so much as I care about you. So whoever you are that's going, should I call? There's the phone. I knew it would happen. 661-298-5487. Make those phones ring. I have been known, and Missy will testify, I have done up to 50 calls in a 2-hour show with 16 minutes of commercials. I can work fast if you call in 661-298-5487, and let's have some fun. So we're going to be taking a quick break momentarily, but I want you to think about what you would like one small answer to, if it's about your love life, your spouse, the relationship you're in. I cannot give a medical diagnosis on the air, but I do healing work off the air. I have healed people from hives, grief, guilt, shame, fear, molestation, rape, anxiety, PTSD. I'm a healer. And I work with chiropractors who send me their patients after they do the physical adjustment. I do the emotional and spiritual healing. So healing is another aspect of my clinical background because I understand where emotion lodges in the body. For example, much like Louise Hay would talk about, diabetes is what? The lack of sweetness in your life. So your pancreas has to work harder to bring in the sugar. Everything is contingent upon your emotions. Everything goes into a certain part of the body. A lot of times women will have issues with men and need a hysterectomy because the uterus collects the male energy, just like the breast cancer is often in the women regarding their mothers. So where are we, Shane, as far as going out on commercial? Should we take the spot? Should we go to break now and then I'll go on to Shado? And
we could always do that.
Let's
We've got
just go
2
to-
minutes before, so
yeah,
if
but
you want
let's
to
do
do that.
now and come back and then jump into the show because between the introduction and just getting this going, again, if you'd like to call in, the phone number is 661-298-5487. This is Dr. Linda. I'll be right back after a few words from my sponsors.
Check out Dr. Linda Salvin on Facebook at Linda Salvin. Clairvoyance, a gift few have, and even fewer match the powers of one of America's best, Dr. Linda Salvin. Dr. Linda's uncanny ability drills to the core of your issues to bring you quick and accurate answers and predictions. In more than 2 decades, Dr. Linda has helped over 100,000 people on national radio, by phone, in person. When you need answers, Dr. Linda makes it clear. Book your time with this legendary metaphysician now. Click on lindasalvin.com or call 888-509-1077.
Okay, welcome back to the show. This is Dr. Linda. You're listening to me live on K-Hits on 98.1 FM and AM 1220 KHTS in Newhall, California. We have a caller coming in from Shado. She wants to know about her relationship. So let's bring her on the air. Shado, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fantastic, and congratulations. I think you're awesome. What you're doing
Oh, thank
is
you.
just really progressive and really amazing and really neat.
I've been doing it since 1994. I was the original radio psychic. We created the
Wow.
format on KBIG 104 FM in Los Angeles, and then that was before the internet, okay? So long before the internet radio craze and podcasts and everybody being a
wow.
psychic, yeah, I was there
yeah.
first. I was there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
thank you. Now I'm looking forward to building the audience here in this town and in this section. So if you know people, to get them to tune in. Now, what's your birthday, please, and what's his birthday?
His birthday is tomorrow,
Okay.
and my birthday is on Christmas Day.
Okay. So this is what I'm getting on this thing. It's going to go for a while, but you're always going to feel empty when it comes to communication, and I'll tell you why. You have a lot to talk about, but he's not always going to hit the soul. He's not always going to fit the emotional part of you that wants to embrace his words, okay? He's not capable of touching that part of you because of the elements. Air and earth don't always mix. If you have fire in your sign or you have air in your sign, it'll be a lot easier, but I'm not an astrologer, but I can have your chart done to show you where the compatibility is and how to talk to him. This will balance. You're going to go with him for a while. It's going to be touch and go because he's non-committal. You're going to just have to pull back because you can be more quiet and a little more reserved as far as releasing emotions or truth. So I'm going to say be careful over until March 7th maybe, because we're going into a Mercury retrograde, and relationships that get started now usually bounce out. So just go for the ride. This isn't the guy you're going to end up with, but you've got something to learn here. I would like to go into deeper detail with you. If you want to call me off the air, that's fine, but it's okay. It's okay. I just don't think you're going to feel the depth of communication that your particular needs require.
Thank you, and I appreciate that very much.
Have you experienced that with him yet?
Actually, it's so new, the relationship, that it's so new, it's hard to say.
Yeah, well, just watch for it, because then you're going to say, yeah, I couldn't feel it.
Yeah, and could I ask one more question?
No, off the air.
Okay.
Unless it's about radio, but not psychically. No.
Okay.
Okay? You can pay for a session off the air. Thank you very much. Nice to hear from you. 888-509-1077. 888-509-1077. That's my number off the air. It's a toll-free voicemail. Nobody answers it. Just leave your name and phone number, and I'll get back with you. Everybody always has one more question, but this is how I built my career, people. Just like a doctor, you book an appointment, and you call at the time of your session. If you're doing strawberry laser lipo, of course, you have to come see me. I can't do that by the phone. That doesn't work because it's laser, and you got to be laying down, and you're very comfortable. And there's this band of pallets that go around your tummy or your arms, your thighs, your tush, your back, wherever. And the men boobs, we can bring that down for you if you have a problem in the chest area. Women, no, we can't. By law, this is FDA approved. I cannot touch the women's chest, only the back. So if you have back fat coming out of the bra straps, I can bring that down for you. But let me go into the laser for a few moments. The way I got into it is I've had a weight issue all my life, up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's not just weight, it's addiction to sugar and flour and what happens to the bloodstream, where everything becomes a carbohydrate and creates depression, anxiety, loud voices, cravings for more, the allergy, and it's the addiction. So whether it's diet pills or fasting or keto or Weight Watchers or Diet Center, it doesn't matter, because if there's flour and sugar in the diet, you're not going to lose. You'll go into the binge cycle. So when you eliminate the trigger as to what causes the allergic reaction on a biochemical level in your brain and in your bloodstream, then you'll start to calm down as far as the food. But then you got your body, which is different from the mind. So what the laser does is it melts the adipocyte. What's an adipocyte? An adipocyte is a fat cell. So all this laser does, unlike some of the competitors out there, there's no freezing, no pulling, no scarring, nothing. It literally melts the adipocyte, and out comes fatty acids, water, glycerol. And after 2 10 to 15-minute sessions in 2 sections of your body in one treatment, you go on a vibration plate for 10 minutes. And what that does is you jiggle, and it moves all the debris from your body into your kidneys, and then you excrete the waste. So it just goes out of your body through the laser, through the what's called interstitial space, where there's no organs, and it goes into your kidneys. It's painless. I tried a different technique in December of 2017. I had minimal results. I did some research. I found strawberry laser. I went down 21 inches in a month. Decided with my medical background to purchase, learn, certify, get a medical director, medical malpractice, and get on board. And so now I perform strawberry laser lipo, just like chiropractors, plastic surgeons, and other technicians around the country. So if you would like to see how quickly you can lose inches, call me off the air, or visit valleylaserlipo.com and read the testimonies. There's a 3-minute video of my neighbor Dave. He lost 20 pounds and 13 inches, or 13 pounds and 20 inches, I don't remember, in a month. And so he's also an Emmy Award-winning editor, so we filmed the little spot for you to see, and he testifies. And then there's doctors and dentists that are on the page. They're all patients of mine with that. So if you want to tighten up, summer's coming, you're going to want to get rid of some inches. It will stay off as long as you change a little bit of your food and do some exercise. Nothing is going to be a magic wand. It doesn't work that way. Even if you have surgery and you have liposuction, you don't keep your diet, it will come back and the fat will relocate in a different place. I just met with a plastic surgeon last week to ask information. If they remove the fat from the stomach and it's down, but then your diet changes, the fat will go maybe to the breast, maybe to the arms, maybe to the thighs. It has to go somewhere if it comes back. What I get to do is melt those fat cells and help you learn, educate, and slowly change behavior so you don't have to struggle with the merry-go-round anymore. It's really tiring. You're on a diet on Monday. You're off it on Wednesday. You're not going to eat this over the weekend. We're only going to have a bite because it's a party. It doesn't matter anymore. This is your life. This is your existence. So you get to struggle or you get to be at peace. The choice is yours. I've chosen more peace than struggle. So if you want some assistance, that's where I come in through consultations. I give predictions. I do healing work. I offer the strawberry. Whatever you need. I'm like a one-stop shop of Dr. Linda. And that number off the air is 888-509-1077. You book consultations in 30, 40, and 60-minute segments. A healing takes about 45 minutes. Healing is different than the reading. The reading's your predictions. The healing is where you're laying down and through breathing, color, and words, or remove negative emotions that's lodged in the body to free you. Like yesterday up in Tahoe, a woman called me and she had headaches. And the headaches are a result of her brother coming back from the hospital to live with her, kind of in a hospice situation. So she's got her anxiety and she got the headache. So I did a little session with her for 30 minutes, released the headache, when I released the emotion and the attachment to the anxiety. It's all related. Spiritual healing is what I do. After going through 3 near-death experiences in the 80s, when everybody was becoming a yuppie in my generation, I was becoming psychic and spiritual. So I figured out God, I figured out the universe, I figured out healing, and I figured out how to help you. If you would like to call in and ask a question here on the air at K-Hits 98.1 FM and AM 1220 K-Hits, the number live is 661-298-5487. You just get a piece of me on there, and you get a lot of me off the air. On the air, live, 661-298-5487. Let's get some phone calls coming in for the next half hour, folks. Now that you're starting to hear I'm here. And I'm going to go to a break real quick. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Linda. Don't go away.
Check out Dr. Linda Salvin and everything about her at lindasalvin.com. Dr. Linda can help you lose inches fast when you book her strawberry laser lipo sessions. There's no pain, no downtime, and you get same-day results. A package of 8 helps you lose a minimum of 3.5 inches off your body. Developed in England and used in over 30 countries, the strawberry is FDA approved, and Dr. Linda is certified to help contour your body with the safe cold red laser system. Arms, thighs, torso, or back, men's chests. These relaxing sessions get results and return you to your regular activities the same day. Call Dr. Linda to find out more. 888-509-1077, 888-509-1077, or visit valleylaserlipo.com.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Dr. Linda Salvin. You can find me at lindasalvin.com, Facebook Linda Salvin, Dr. Linda Salvin, Strawberry Laser Lipo, Wicks of Wisdom. You could go to wicksofwisdom.net and read all about the candles and what the candles do and help you, which I'll talk about in a moment since we just covered the Strawberry Laser Lipo. And readings, healings, channeling. I was a big medium for 22 years. Long before everybody else was on the radio talking to dead people, I started in 1996 after I had 100 tumors removed from my hips and thighs. I rarely talk to the dead anymore. I choose not to, except in specific instances, but I am a medium, so I can hear something around you and it may come out. Let's just stick to readings and questions about your life. And Shane, who do we have?
Well, they're gone. They ran away from me.
Oh, what'd you do?
I don't know. I must have scared them off. I didn't even have a chance to
call
talk to them.
back, whoever you were. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to bite. 66. You just might get the truth. And that's what hurts. 661-298-5487. I shoot from the hip, and I'm more right than not. I have people I've worked with who are homeless all the way into the White House. Cannot name names. I won't name names, but I have clients from every walk of life. So wherever you are in your car, if you're a student, if you're homeless, if you're working, feel free, call in 661-298-5487. Let's go back to the healing for a moment. I explained I was in a plane crash in 81, hit by a fire truck in 82, totaled a car in 84, had the white light experience, was given the choice to live or die. Then a few more things happened. And then in 1991, I had an emergency surgical procedure that left me as a healer. And I was performing music around town at that time and had been offered a record deal. And then the healing started, and I dropped the music and went into healing. Was that the right choice? Sometimes I don't know, because every day I miss the music. But it's a long time ago. And I've helped a lot of people. For example, there's one girl named Shirley. Someday maybe she'll call in. She used to listen to me on a station called Cable Radio, where I was on 350 markets 5 nights a week. And Shirley called one time, did my candles, had healing. She got married, she got divorced, she got remarried, all those things in her life. And one time she had such bad hives that her doctor had her on steroids. The hives wouldn't go away. She put on 50 pounds. She was depressed. She was miserable. She came to me to figure out what was wrong, plus do the health and wellness candles to help heal her, along with the Good Luck Power candles, which I'll explain in a moment. And I did a healing, and I discovered the pain she was feeling was a result of remarrying her first husband. So when we did the healing, she decided she's going to get divorced. She lost the 50 pounds. The hives went away. Doctors couldn't fix it. I found the emotional problem going into her body that she broke out in hives. It's all related. That's metaphysics. The physician sees the physiology and the anatomical positions. I understand the body like a car. I understand the different systems in our body, but I also know how to clear out certain emotions that cause disease, which is why if you're into the holistic movement, you're always going to hear the term dis-ease, because you're not at ease, because you're ill. Ill, I-L-L, means I lack love. Love. Life openly and vigorously expressed. So if you're holding back emotion and you're not telling the truth, or you're not capable of expressing your feelings to someone because they're going to reject you, they may not hear you, they may be too egotistical, whatever, you hold it in, then you may get weight gain, you may become more drug addicted, you may become more constipated, you may have kidney stones, you may have gallbladder issues, you may have blood clots. Everything could change as a result of holding back emotion. Cancer, a lot of the times, is related to anger. I'm not saying because you're angry you get cancer. Don't correlate it that way. There are ways that it appears to combine in our mind, body, spirit. My job is to help you be at ease and be healthy. Now, when I was back in college in the 70s, I was at San Francisco State, and one of the definitions of health in the health program was by the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare. They defined health as the state of mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. After I was in the plane crash and after all these accidents, and I started looking for God and answers as to why I went through all these traumas, and all of a sudden I understood the universe and understood the patterns, I understood the flow, I started seeing synchronicity, I started understanding the spiritual side. So I revisited that definition, and I started to understand mind, body, spirit. Because you hear the term all the time. It's very catchy. Everybody's in a mind, body, spirit. Well, we're doing healing, health, and heart. A little different, okay? So I want to heal you. I want to help you heal yourself. I want you to get healthier, whether it's losing weight, changing your diet, getting into the right relationship, investing in the right area, moving to the right locale, going on the right vacation. Whatever you need for your life, I can help guide you. I'm not God, but my accuracy rate's pretty high. So there's the combination of the reading and the healing, and then you bring it in with the candles, which can heal. Like when Shirley did the health and wellness, it helped to accelerate the healing of the hives, in addition to the healing I did using breathing, color, and words. I do it by phone. I've been doing it for over 20 years on the phone, just like I do readings on the radio. Yes, I can do it on the phone, because all I do is I hear voices. I hear your voice, and I get the answer. So that's just how sensitive I am. So you're too afraid to call in. I know you are, but walk through the fear, which is false evidence appearing real, and pick up your phone and dial 661-298-5487. We are live every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the morning, Pacific time. If you're listening to this on a podcast, it's not live. So you would call me off the air at 888-509-1077 and leave me a message, and I'll call you back and book your session with me. There's a few people I can recommend for services that I use that I told them I would pump them up on the air. For credit repair, there's a woman named Pearl Polto in Philadelphia that has turned my credit report around so significantly I can't thank her enough. She's giving all my listeners, my clients, a 50% discount. If you call Pearl at 1-800-876-2733, I'll give you the number again, Pearl for credit repair, 1-800-876-2733. Say Dr. Linda sent you. She will give you the credit repair package at half of her usual price, which is going to be $700 for you instead of $1,500, and she gets the job done. I have paid 3 or 4 different agencies, Missy knows of one of them, to fix certain issues on my credit when I went through some difficult times, which we all do. And I paid, nothing ever got done. Went to Pearl, it all got done. So you need to fix something on your credit to buy a car, house, invest. We have to have a better FICO score, right? Credit cards, you need more credit. Pearl's the one to help you. 1-800-876-2733. So I'm going to go back to the candles for a moment. I had a woman, this is kind of embarrassing, but it's a fabulous testimony. She's in Houston, Texas area, and she and her husband come to me for readings and candles, and he got 2 promotions in the health industry in Arizona and Texas doing the Money and Success and Good Luck Power candles. His wife was bleeding vaginally, but she didn't want a hysterectomy. She did the set of candles and stopped bleeding. The fibroids disappeared. Can I qualify that as a medical miracle each and every time? No. Does it happen? Yes. It's alleged. I can't promise, but I see more positive than negative. As far as a realtor, for example. A realtor came to me from the Bishop area, which is in the desert of California, and she was struggling in her boutique real estate company. I said, do a set of Money and Success candles. She did 1 set. Nothing happened. I said, do a second. In 6 months, she wrote so much business, a major company offered to buy her out. What are the candles? There's 3 candles per set. I'll use Money and Success as an example. You get 4 bottles of essential oils. You do not know what they are. It's my special formula. There's powders. There's herbs. And then there's parchment paper. And I dictate to you in a private session certain words that go in the paper that are dedicated to your needs. And then it gets burned in the candle. And you do it 3 times. Everything's like the pyramid. It's in the position and power of 3. Money and Success to open doors, bring in sales, help you pass the medical exam, your real estate exam, a broker's license exam, law boards, whatever. It will open doors for success. I have a girl in Oakland, California that last April saw me on television. She booked. She did about 6 sets of candles, changed careers, got her license, flew down from Oakland to Los Angeles in July, took me out to lunch to say thank you because the candles worked with my guidance. So now she's a realtor. And she's 71 and made the change. I have realtors like the one up in Bishop that keep getting listings when other people are dying for business. I can light a candle and my business will pick up. It's energy. Think of it this way. The candle is like a goddess or an army soldier or your token, whatever you want to call it. And they come in different colors depending on the work. Then there's herbs. Then there's 4 bottles of oil. And each type of essential oil, of which there's 33 different oils, are combined to create an effect. So Money and Success have, I'll say, green, red, gold, and brown in 1 set. You don't know what the oils mean, but I do. Then you light the wick. The wick in Kabbalah in a candle represents the soul of man. In the days before the Maccabean War, where we had idols instead of one God, and don't get me started on God, there's 32 different religions, and you all go to the same place. I don't care how you get there, it's all the same. So you could go to a dry cleaner and you'll see, if they're Asian, that there's a Buddha with the piece of fruit and the coins and the incense. They're making an offering. Same thing with Candle Magic with Wicks of Wisdom. We're making an offering to the universe in exchange for the wish or need. So in this case, money and success, we want more money to go in the bank account and sales to go up and doors to open for new relationships, whatever. So you light the candle wick with a lighter. What is the light? It's the flame. What is the flame? It's the light. What is God? God is light. So you put this piece of paper that I dictate the words on the petition. You burn it in the flame. So you're giving your offering and your petition to God or the universe, and in exchange, your results happen. I didn't make it up. One day I was studying Kabbalah. The rabbi unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago. And I said, Rabbi, look. He goes, Linda, it came from somewhere. Now, the Kabbalah is like over 3,000 years old, and they're talking about candle magic, and they're talking about the wicks, and they're talking about the soul. So I didn't make it up. I just learned. And then I took it to you to help you improve your love life, your finances, your business, your legal situation. I have people I've helped win lawsuits. One guy was supposedly going to be deported back to Europe because of some trouble he got into. Did the candles? He stayed. He won the lawsuit. I can help. We have somebody. What's the person's name?
I will find out for you. We've got a minute until our commercial break.
All right, so why don't we go to the commercial break,
Yeah,
then we'll come back and take calls. And, of course, all the calls are going to start coming in just as we're going off the air. And you'll have to come back next week at 661-298-5487 or reach me off the air at lindasalvin.com. We'll be right back after a word from my sponsors.
Find Dr. Linda Salvin on Twitter by going to Psychic Dr. Linda. Dr. Linda Salvin, metaphysical clinician, now bringing insight and metaphysical healing to your living room with her spirit-filled candle line, Wicks of Wisdom. Dr. Linda's unique formulations of pure and powerful essential oils can assist you in love, luck, finances, health, and more. Wait till you experience the power of Wicks of Wisdom. Find out how these amazing candles can help you. See them now and order yours at lindasalvin.com or call 888-509-1077. 888-509-1077.
Hi, welcome back. It's Dr. Linda. You're listening to me right here live every Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on 98.1 FM and AM 1220 on KHTS. Also, the hometownstation.com, and eventually I'll link it all on my sites, and you can always find me, but you can always find me at 888-509-1077. Leave me a message and we'll do private sessions. So let's patch in the call. Who do we have? Hi, who's on the air with me? Who are you? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. I didn't say my name, but maybe you can guess what
No,
it is.
that's like psychic. That's not what I do. That's psychic. That's not. I'm not a game. I don't play games. It's not Trick the Psychic. What is your name, or we can hang up.
Oh.
Thanks for your call. Bye-bye. I don't play games. Okay, so you want to play Stump the Psychic? That's not who I am. I'm a doctor with a gift. And you want me to tell you what color shirt you're wearing, or what size belt loops you have, or what's my name. That's parlor, and that's BS. And I learned that back in 1994. I won't tolerate it, even when I did Psychic Friends Network. In 1992 and 1993, I was with Dionne Warwick in the infomercial when the 900 lines were first coming out with the psychic stuff. I was in that first infomercial. And if it's him, I'm not taking his call. So I'm real. And I won't play games, but I will give you as much as I can to guide you when you want the truth. I mean, fun, it's fun. What am I having for breakfast? I don't know. What are you having? Well, you should know you're a psychic. I mean, I've heard it all, but it's old stuff. Okay, 661-298-5487. Let's go back to the candles for a moment. So Wicks of Wisdom was born, and a girl in New York helped with the contest to name the candle line back in 1999. And we had sets of candles going out forever. We still do. I sent out a bunch of sets this week to different people around the country because Wicks of Wisdom work like a prescription for your soul. I find out what your issue is, and I find out what the problem is, and I tell you what I feel is best for you. One girl in Tahoe just ordered 6 sets. to get rid of some old negativity of her family or things with work or to improve her health or to bring in money and all of that. Do we have a caller? This doesn't work. So, then hang up. Okay, folks, so we have to get the screening down right, but it's still part of the new show. So if you want to call in, don't take up time with the screener. He just needs your name and the topic of your question to get you on the air. He's not the therapist. He's not the psychic. He's a board operator, and he's my assistant. So he's not there to hear your stuff. He's there to talk to you to get to me. That's how radio works. And radio, as you know, is timed. You may not know, but everything's on a clock. Okay, so back to the candles. Money and success will open doors for money, success, opportunity, help you make more money. Good luck power is the candle set that I suggest everybody burn before they do anything else. It removes blocks, obstacles, negativity, curses, and bad luck. It clears the air. You feel them even before the box arrives to your house. Energy changes. If you want to go into harmony power, it brings in balance, peace, harmony, and unconditional love to dysfunctional situations. I have path power. Path power gets you focused, grounded, stops the procrastination, gets you into mobility, productivity, and success. The soulmate, of course, the love. Soulmate power attract is to bring in new friends, loved ones, relationships, and to get married, because I get a lot of people married doing the candles. One set's not going to work. You need 8, 10, 12 sets. The testimonies are at lindasalvin.com. The people have gotten married. All their stories are there. And you can start attracting people. You may find the wrong people, or the universe will bring you no one because it's not your turn. Then we've got soulmate power love. It's a little different formula, and you write the petition a little different way. So say your name is Susie and you're married to a guy named Dave, and you need Dave to be a little bit more romantic, passionate, and communicative. So you would put Dave's name on this piece of paper, and then I tell you the words to say on the paper, and we do the work on Dave. If you're doing it for yourself to draw somebody in because you want to get married or be in a relationship, then your name's on the paper with certain words. But I can't tell you what the words are because that's the secret of Wigs of Wisdom. So then you start seeing change. Then you want more because you want more. And they smell beautifully and they're sweet. And the candle just burns 24 hours a day and it talks. It's very subtle, but the spirit is felt in your home or the bathtub or wherever you've got the candles. I probably have, 12, 14 candles burning right now because I do the work for certain people who pay me to do the work. If they're pilots or they're on the road all the time or they're living in a situation they can't burn, so you pay me for the services or we ship them to you. And when you receive the candles, you get a PDF file of the booklet of instructions with some testimonies from an attorney and a woman who was a interior decorator, and we treated her husband who was supposed to have died from hydroencephalitis, which was water in the brain, but we kept him alive for a couple of years because she kept going with the candles, and she attributed his longevity to keeping the candles going. I mean, this goes back 21 years, folks. I cannot possibly tell you all the testimonies I've had. I'm blessed. I've got boxes. I don't know what to do with them all. I don't know if I should publish them. I don't know. But I created something for you. If you want help, if you want to ascend, if you want change, if you want to grow, if you want to release, if you want to let go, if you want to know what's coming, you call me off the air at 888-509-1077 or click on lindasalvin.com or call the station right now and quickly give Shane your name and topic of your question, and I'll get you on the air live at 661-298-5487. Okay, so why don't we bring Missy on there and she can talk to me and give a couple of testimonies since she's known me for so many years. So Missy and I go back 13 years. We need your microphone because I cannot do a talk show without someone to talk to. And they need to know what you and I know. Let's get you up. Hi, Missy.
I'm here.
How are you?
I'm always good and loving to talk to you.
Well, Missy and I go back to 2007. I was having problems on the air one night at a huge CBS station, and the engineer or the PD, my account executive didn't follow through on something that I had emailed, and I got crazy because it had to go on the air, and Missy said, "Can I help you?" And I just said, "Who are you?" She goes, "Well, I'm one of the AEs here." I said, "Really?" Well, blah, blah, blah. And I transferred from this other guy to Missy. Missy took care of everything. Everything ran great until the station closed, and Missy and I stayed in touch. And I even told her, sitting outside the studio one day when she was scared, well, if I don't have a job here, what's going to happen? And I predicted what would happen to you, and look at you now, right? I remember
Still living.
we were at that coffee shop outside the building in the back, and we talked about what you were going to do on your own with what you were doing there, and just build, and you did.
I did, and here we are.
And here we are.
Together, again.
Together, yes. I called, and Missy said, you want to go back on the air? I said, well, where? So we came and visited K-Hits. I said, yeah, let's do it. And here we are. And today's the first show of hopefully many down the road. But you've experienced me
In studio.
in studio, not just on paper and texting or emailing. We didn't text it. I don't know. But
They didn't have texting then.
no, I don't think we did. We didn't even have, we barely had internet back then. But
No, I mean, I walked
you
in
would
and,
walk in and sit down. Yeah.
and you had the lights down low, which I've never done a radio show with anyone who took the lights down real low. But it allowed you, I think, to absorb the caller.
Yeah.
Just like you said earlier in the show, where you can hear their voice, and within just a few moments, you
I have
got it all
answers.
together.
I
You-
do.
I mean, you. Sometimes I get concerned when we talk. But I did experience that live, and I can give my testimony to you that people call, they're addicted to you. Because you do know right off the top what's going on. You know what their problem is. You know what the solution is. You're very solution oriented. You just get to the meat of it, and
It's diagnostic, yeah.
it's very interesting to experience firsthand. And I did see that.
Yeah. And then I channeled back then. I remember you were in the studio when I was talking to a dead spirit. Somebody's
It's very
relative.
exhausting
It's
for you.
draining. You saw my face
Yes,
change,
very
my
exhausting.
features. Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it anymore. You know, I mean, if you're a real good medium, you'll end up with a facelift to fix all the problems that it does to you. But
No, but for the listeners
the
that are
gift-
listening
the gift
out,
is really there,
Yeah, I mean,
so.
for the listeners that are listening right now, I hope that you take advantage of this opportunity to listen to Dr. Linda Salvin's Healing, Health, and Heart show. It will change your life with healing, with your physical health, and with your heart.
that's what I do. Thank you. That's great. I'm going to have you back, but you're going to be gone for another week
I
because you're going on
might be
vacation.
back.
You're
I
going
might
on
be back.
vacation. You
No.
will be back. You
No,
can
it's
maybe
fine.
even co-host. We can have some fun. But that's Missy, and Missy Wilson Obreza has been my friend / producer / backbone in this industry for a long time, and we all know that we need it. You know, there's radio. iHeartRadio just cut over 1,000 talk show hosts a few weeks ago. They're going to automation. You know, the industry of radio, as you know, is changing. I'm fortunate to have found a terrestrial station, which means AM, FM on your radio, that also goes internet and streaming and ties it all together with podcasts. It's a package at this station, which is why I chose to come here, because the offer to the listeners in different formats. When I started in 1994, and you started in what year? I mean, back
1998.
okay, none of this happened. None of this existed. Digital was not there. It was all analog, and it was all just airwaves. And now, to save money, people are going to automation. They don't do live broadcasts. You got the majors like the Rush Limbaughs, who we found out just has cancer, but I mean, he's been around for 40 years talking politics, and those kind of shows last. But the Dr. Ruths and the Dr.
Laura.
All the help shows went off the air many years ago. They didn't think it was necessary, but politics was more necessary. Well, I disagree. And if you want to hear me disagree on certain issues, call in at 661-298-5487. I have a lot of opinions about what we don't see out there, because it is Wag the Dog. We are being toyed with. We are being lied to. We are being fooled in many ways. But rather than what's going on out there, let's take care of you, whether it's mind, body, spirit, healing, heart, health, finances, love. Let me know. I'm going to take one more commercial break. And, oh no, I guess we're out. This is the end of the show. So, God,
goes
that
so
went
fast.
fast.
It
It went
goes so
fast. Yeah, I'll be back next Wednesday, 10 a.m., well, 10:06, after the news. And I hope you get a feel for what this can be. And it becomes a lot of fun, and it becomes a lot of laughter. It becomes a lot of seriousness. People get to know you. Oh, there's Susie. Oh, Debbie's calling in. Oh, there's John. All of a sudden, it's a family. So help me create the Dr. Linda Spiritual Circle right here on K-Hits 98.1 FM and AM 1220 K-Hits and online, and become a part of it. I'll talk to you real soon. You can reach me at 888-509-1077. Take care and have a great day.